wasn't for Alina, you know, loving me when I couldn't love myself. She never gave up on me. Along with OCP and all the staff and counselors there, I wouldn't be standing here, you know. If it would have been 5 more months of me using, I'd be dead. I would have never gotten encouraged to go to detox at the centers. And then I transferred over to the inpatient program. And, the first month I was trying to do the same old, just get in, get out. And something happened when I was there. You know, I had a spiritual awakening. I got saved. You know what I'm saying? Jesus Christ died for me and all of you. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm excited today, man. I'm clean and I'm loving it, you know. I'm doing service work. I was asked to do this. And, I can't say no to anything, really, other than drugs. But when I was in treatment, I took interest in writing poetry. I call it lyrical poetry. It's kind of like rap or whatever, but...
Oh, she wants her dad.
So one morning in our morning meetings, I presented one, and then, coincidentally, both Steves were sitting in there. I had no clue. And afterwards, they asked me to share one of my poems that I wrote. So it's called My Addiction Wrote My Story Until I Grabbed a Pen.
That is so cute.
Yeah. All right, that's it. All right. In my final moments before resurrection, my life was in complete destruction. Nothing was left but dust and rubble. I was in trouble. Born again from the ashes, I raised up like a phoenix. My life finally had meaning. But before all this took place, I would hear screaming. You'll always be a loser. You'll always be a junkie. You'll never amount to nothing. This is what they used to tell me. You'll never change, it's too late. Don't even try. Why don't you do us all a favor, just overdose and die? My reply would be to run off and get high. While I cried and stared at the sky and asked why. Why can't I stop? Why do I fall short every time I get close to the top? Why can't I strengthen my foundation? God, I am your creation. Why do I feel forsaken? I was patiently waiting to have this conversation. But I hadn't surrendered. Like I hadn't remembered the last time I came off a bender, laying in bed sheets covered in sweat, alone and cold while I shivered like the end of December. This is just a glimmer of projectile vomiting and constant diarrhea. Was that too much information? Well, now you get the idea of how my whole career disappeared into my veins like I had no fear of melting my life down into a spoon. Well, I assumed my assumptions and resumed my consumptions until I was left with nothing. I was tired of running until I ran into the dope man. Like, here we go again. Kendall's done gone off the deep end, chomping down on pills like he's playing Pac-Man. But that was back then. Today I stand before you a changed man. I know things got out of hand, but it was all part of my plan to bring a message of hope. A message that was unwrote. A quote that isn't a quote, so keep on fighting, even with your back up against the ropes. Wait for your addiction to run out of dope and go for the KO. Because I was a hopeless dope fiend. Now I'm a dopeless hope fiend. For 5 months clean and serene on the scene, my nightmares came to life, but now I'm living my dreams. My life went down the drain, it was sewage. But listening to my pain, aren't you glad you're not the only one that's been through it? Because I know if I can do it, you can do it. The proof is in the pudding. I thank God that he made me, changed me, saved me, and rearranged me into my new living arrangements that are amazing graces on my new path to salvation. I'm forever thankful and grateful. Amen.
A lot of town in this park today. I happened to have been in a morning meeting one day, and he got up to do a piece in morning meeting, and I heard him say that, and I said, "Do you think you could get up in front of some people
he
and
did
say
really
that at
good.
the park?" And he's like, "Really?" Thanks, Kendall. Good job, man. We're going to keep moving on. We have a couple more personal stories, but before we do that, I'd like to ask Renee Arnett from 12-Step Ministry to come up and just say a couple words.
Was there for a while.
Thank you. I'm from Christian 12-Step Ministry here in town. Thank you. We are kind of like a new old kid on the block. We